What's up, guys? Jez here from Whiskefy, and welcome to another episode of WhiskefyTV, your favourite weekly whiskey TV show where we upset the entire internet on prices of bottles that really shouldn't be so much, but here we are. Here we are. So, bringing on my beautiful and special guest, Mr. Gloucester Lane himself, aka Yak, aka Yak in the Bottle.
Daddy Ray. That was a
We need to.
Yep.
We need to fix this. Okay. So this is going to be a big one. So, sir, I hope you're ready.
Interesting. Sorry. I'll
You're
wait.
right,
I'll
talk to
wait.
me.
Oh,
Talk to
you're
me.
going actual. Oh, barrel and batch glasses. That makes sense. But do the right thing for Daddy Ray.
Oh, Daddy. We
Oh, you got. Yeah, smart man.
I'm like I could.
You could. You should.
Should we use?
No, I think
Do you know what?
that
We'll
makes
use
more
the-
sense. Oh, you haven't even cracked yours yet?
I have.
Oh no, you have. Yeah,
I did because we drank it.
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
announcement. Yeah, fair enough. It's a beautiful.
Sorry, where's JC?
I'm moving your little crusty koala.
Yeah, do it. Oh yeah, no, she deserves to be on the bar tonight. As you can see, did you want to do a cheeky little?
Yeah, I'll do a little while you talk.
So yeah, this is like super exciting for obviously Ray, bringing a beautiful bottle of Weller 107 into Australia. We don't.
Keep talking.
I just saw that too. I love this so much.
Yep.
Do you know what? Fuck it. You, sir, are in charge of the course tonight,
You
as
talk.
per usual. So, as I said, Weller 107 single barrel by our good friends at Barrel and Batch, aka Simon and Daddy Ray. Now,
Daddy Ray only. Fuck. Fuck Simon. No, I'm joking.
Anyway,
But Daddy Ray.
Yak is no longer getting any more boutiquey, so
Yeah.
any more 24-year-old Heaven Hill. That's all I'm hearing.
I mean, undisclosed.
Sorry.
Undisclosed.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
What do I know? Actually, that's probably. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Actually, because then you'll see the autographs on the back. Because I didn't get a giant oak barrel on the front.
Or a massive penis like I did. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, but mine's on the front.
Yeah,
Mine's
I love
literally
that.
here, and then oak barrel's written above it.
It just means oak barrel can suck a dick, right? Hey.
Fuck you, Josh.
Fuck you, Josh. Weller 107 single barrel, as I said, by Barrel and Batch. The proof is, you wouldn't believe it, 107. So 53.5% ABV. So it is non-age stated, but we know it is a minimum of 6 years old. We have been trying to extract information out of Daddy Ray, but he's not telling us anything. He's being a cuck, so we're going to circle back. Now,
But it's minimum 6 years, but Ray has stated on the Barrel and Batch website that it's between 7 and 9 years.
I was definitely going to recover
Okay.
that, but I love your thought process, and we're here for it.
Fuck me, I get it.
I'm like, don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy, tiger.
We've had one whiskey and I'm like, let's get some fucking pants off. Alright. Cask is Nikau, obviously, and our mash bill is wheated. US pricing is anywhere between $60. Actually, RRP is 50.
Yeah, recommend retail according to what it
Buffalo
should
Trace,
be. 50.
50. I know. I have,
Updated as of when was that thing?
that was this year.
That's this is.
That's this year's. So that is 50. Obviously, my friend in Ohio can get it for 60, but I've seen it go upwards of 150, 160 when I was having a look online today.
Brock, the photos that Brock had posted
Yeah.
recently, they were in New York. They were
New York.
several hundreds.
Yeah.
And then obviously, as we've been told from other things, up to $900 for a 107.
Which is dumb.
Yeah. Again,
It's dumb.
that's just the secondary market
But yeah,
that then
fuck
shops
secondary.
adopt, which then the secondary market ups the shops, which it just
hurts everyone.
Yeah.
Hurts everyone.
Sorry, I'll let you keep going.
I'd prefer to use lube than my own tears, so for that we're grateful.
Yeah. So anywhere between $600 and $900,
Which
That's
is
what we're
fucked.
Sorry, $60 and $900.
So fucking dumb.
Yeah.
So, Weller Antique 107 is a highly sought after bourbon, highly sought after bourbon that is produced by Buffalo Trace Distillery in Kentucky, United States of America. America. Fruit. Diabetes.
This is fucking diabetes in glass. Like, fuck. Oh, it's delicious.
This is a part of the Weller lineup that includes Weller Special Reserve, Weller 12, obviously Weller Foolproof, and then we cycle up to our B-Tax.
Oh, you got your 107, your single barrel.
Yeah, but this is a single barrel.
No, but I'm talking about the orange label
Yeah,
single barrel.
Why would go single barrel, single barrel? I don't actually know if I've had this argument with Brock. I'm like, but I had it in my head thinking about Brock, and I was like, why do a single barrel of a single barrel? Because it's
Look at
dumb.
Blanton's. Blanton's is a single
Why
barrel.
do single barrel of single barrel?
And
just
technically, Eagle Rare's a single barrel. Technically.
yeah, of course, technically, but then obviously a little bit of juice gets caught up, and they're like, oh,
So for one bottle in a run of 200,
Yeah.
it's a blend of two.
yeah, technically, but drop it.
Yeah, continue.
This 107 comes. Oh yeah, no, the 107 comes from the proof of the bourbon. If you didn't catch that, making it 53.5% ABV. The 107 is made up of corn and wheat, which constitutes a more sweeter and softer profile.
Just
Yeah.
corn and wheat, is that all?
There's probably malts of barley in there,
Yeah,
but
there
obviously
is.
it makes it sweeter using corn
Yeah.
and wheat rather than corn and rye.
Yeah.
If you want me to fucking clarify, mate.
Yeah,
just
thank you,
ask.
thank you.
Thank you. You follow me?
I'm following.
Love that. This barrel was picked by our good friends at Barrel and Batch and imported by Southtrade, being the first Weller 107 picked
No.
for Aussies.
First legitimate 107 to come in, and the first 107
Picked by Aussies for Aussies.
pick. So it's a double whammy. It's the first legitimate 107 to come through
Yeah.
Southtrade, and it's a pick for the first one. And I just knocked
Which
your top.
that's fine. Don't throw me with a good time.
I'll knock your top off anyway.
I'll
There we go.
put you in that little yellow number and
Ooh, the wig as well. I heard you like tall blondes.
Are you proud of that?
I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of that.
Because I watched that play out in your head and I saw the thought land and
Like ticking
you
over,
was
yeah.
like, this is
It's
gonna
gotta
be-
come. It's
I
gotta come
love
out.
it.
It's gotta come
I
out.
love it.
Anyway, another thing to note, which needs to be noted, this has been
tall blondes, if you're wondering.
yeah.
Hey, I love it.
This was a 3-year work in the progress, from trying to get it across the line to being accepted to getting it picked to getting it shipped to getting it landed, and then
I feel like it was just like they had to cycle through Ray's emails because he was emailing him like
Every
once a
day.
day.
Yeah.
And it's just like, can I get a 107 pick? And that was like the 3-year build up.
Yeah,
It's just like,
because like when did we actually go to the tasting?
it was like
for
12
this?
months ago.
It was
Yeah, I want to say 12 months, like without me looking back at the photos and like seeing Nutty's beautiful head lace like in front of the burger.
that photo being it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's. I'll probably actually drop that when. But yeah, like just actually going through everything and trying it. I reckon it was about 12 months, January.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You make me wonder.
Anyway, while he's looking that
Yeah, please.
up,
I
this
didn't actually prep this bit.
on the day because obviously we helped pick this, so we are biased. Fuck you all. I'll say it's a bad pick, but it's not. It's a great pick. I picked it. I led the team.
Oh, actually, let me go.
Oh, you found it straight away?
Yeah, pretty much.
So
You're right,
July.
keep talking.
Yeah,
July.
This is a super sweet.
Actually, let me get the photo because we're gonna do a little.
There we go. That needs to come in.
Actually, I'm gonna jump around. I hope you guys.
You could have just inserted the photo over the top.
I don't. Nah, that's because it was like live, but now, 19th July 2022. So we're
Almost.
Yeah,
we're
almost,
close
almost.
to. We're close to. 9 months ago. Same.
9 months ago, yeah.
Yeah, obviously it dropped on the 12th, 13th, whatever the Wednesday was this previous week.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wednesday the 12th.
12th, and then the announcement for it was the previous Tuesday.
Yeah.
Which I don't know the date.
Yep.
Anyway, leading into it, this is a very sweeter profile.
Very sweet.
Like to me, and from the day I got the shell around an M&M is what I was talking, like what I kept saying, that candy shell, but it's more like a Smarties version, so it's slightly thicker, slightly sweeter, and it's just that candy shell note that you get around a chocolate drop.
And you'd be very familiar with sugar because that's what
Exactly.
kills your pancreas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then since the tasting,
Do you know what I just realised? I don't think I gave him a price, what we paid.
no, you haven't given price
Hey.
at all. No. Which is the contentious part.
This is the.
Which
Actually,
we'll
I'll
talk
leave
about
it.
it then.
I'll leave it.
We'll leave
Do you
it
know what?
there.
I'll leave it because I'm gonna drop it in there. Obviously, in the copy, you guys will see it, but like I'll leave it.
It's sweet on the nose. Like, not sickly sweet, but like heavenly sweet. Fuck me, I know. Candy shell is what I get. It's that dusty, broken candy shell note from like you're biting into M&Ms, and I get the like caramel scented
I get
M&Ms.
mum spaghetti.
Mum spaghetti. Vomiting sweat already.
Yeah.
Yep. I get caramel M&Ms is like what I get, but if they were Smarties, so slightly larger, slightly thicker shell.
Yeah.
That's the exact note I get with those.
And that's caramel M&Ms.
That's what I'm saying. Caramel M&Ms.
Caramel M&Ms.
That's exactly what I just said.
I didn't realize your opinion was valid here because
No,
you picked a shit pick. We had to fix it.
It's fucking delicious.
It's
and then
so good.
on the palate, it's just your.
No, you like it just carries on with that like there's that caramel and that dusty shell note to it. It's just over candy, which is nice considering that we don't really have much kicking around that's like that.
Yeah, so like I've only had, even for 107s, I've tried 3 other 107s from different years, and this is different because it's a pick. To me, this is head and shoulders above because all of those carry that similar note that I get in Special Reserve, which is an almost metallic note. And then with most weeded stuff, I do get that orange rye note, but in Special Reserve, it comes across as lemon to me.
Yeah.
And it slowly works up to that orange.
Like a metallic lemon.
That's it. That's exactly it. As it gets close to the 12, it slowly goes to an orangey note.
Like it's been in a glass vat for 10 years.
Exactly.
Spicy.
You've been sued. Fuck.
So good.
But yeah, it's just sweet. It's almost like a palate's almost like a caramel brownie as well. Like it's just that like dense
chocolate,
rich chocolatey caramelly note.
Like
you've got that orange coming through as well. That orange zest.
That chocolate caramel brownies come out of the microwave. She's just been nuked for about 30 seconds. You can pull it apart. She's gooey as fuck.
That's it. That's it.
Daddy or underbaked. Oh,
like it's
mummy
just,
wanty.
It's dessert. It's
yeah.
This is dessert in a glass. It's 107, so of course it's going to have a longer finish. It's got some nice wood spice in the back of it. Again, as we
don't really get much wood spice though.
You don't get wood spice? Like I get that like on the very.
I was expecting a lot more oak out of it.
Oh yeah, like it's not going to be oaky. It's max 9 years. It's max 9 years, but you still get that wood spice. You get that slight. I was going to say cardamom. It's not cardamom. You get that cinnamon on the back, leading with a bit of oak. You don't have those nutmegs coming in.
You got to hold my hand, guide me there, but yeah. See, it's
like very back palate.
It's
down
very back,
low.
yeah.
And the finish
is
is
almost out the back door and the halfway in the neighbour's yard.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got you.
And the finish is medium
yeah.
plus. It's not a short finish. It's not a long finish. It's decently oily. It covers the tongue.
Like, no, she's hanging on now.
You reckon
like,
it's hanging on?
I reckon it's hanging on to a point where it's like whether I've coated my mouth enough and it's like that caramel brownie note is just hanging on at the back.
Yep.
And it's just sitting like probably on like the right hand side of my mouth, just at the back there. And it's just gooey.
It's good.
Fucking
gooey
brownie.
is the best description.
Gooey is like moist.
It has this slight floral note that I get on the nose into the palate as well.
Oh yeah.
Like this.
Oh, herbaceous. Not really. Sorry, not herbaceous.
Herbaceous is wrong. Like I went with floral. It's like a
floral,
brighter, almost florally note.
Do you know what? No, bright is right. Yeah, bright is right.
Yeah.
Bright is right. Yeah.
Yeah, bright is right. Don't say the other one. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare.
We're going to get back on BBL and I'm going to get...
No comment.
You weren't there when I messaged the guys and I was like, when we're talking about BBL and I was like, you know,
no comment.
No.
Anyway,
we can't really go down that road.
To me, like, I bought one. I was always going to buy one because I helped pick it, but I think it's a good pick. So, like, to me, this is a sit. This is something you can sit down, you can sit on, you can appreciate. Yes, it's sweet. Yes, it's desserty, but there's enough going on to keep it interesting, and enough there to warrant owning a bottle of it. That is everything that you need to know about it. Is there anything else you want to add to the tasting notes and whether you sip, shoot, sink?
This is a tough one for me, and this is where we'll kind of like leaning into, right? Like, yes, I was always going to buy one. I was always going to buy two, actually. I told Ray, like, from
So
the
I was
tasting.
always going to buy two.
From the jump, it was like, okay, I need one that we all sign, because...
Which I did the same.
Funny enough, it was Freddie Johnson that told me we need to sign bottles, and like, as soon as we kill bottles, and like he gets everyone to sign them, and it's like, you know, we had that special moment together, and I was like, I wanted that for everyone that picked it.
Yep.
And then she will live on my bar for however long she lives there, and you know, it's just like that moment in time that we all created when we're all together, drinking the same whiskey, enjoying that moment.
Yep.
I love that so much. But the problem is, I am a single white boy from the hood,
paying for an apartment in the city in Sydney with
$480 for
$479.
Yeah,
Plus delivery.
plus delivery.
Plus delivery.
Unless you drive down to Daddy Ray's house and pick it up yourself. It's
Rest in peace, the Webster's discount for pickup.
Yep.
Rest in peace.
sad reacts only. F's in the chat.
F's in the chat.
Yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow. Obviously, looking at it like this is the first one in Australia, and now we just have to look at it analytically, right? Like, yes, everything about it is amazing, but where do we see a retail bottle of? I'm going to say retail bottle of bourbon. There's now Hype Juice. We're going to hit it with the Hype Juice.
Oh, it's been Hype Juice for years. It's been Hype Juice before bourbon became hype.
Absolutely, like even before Blanton's became hype.
Yeah, even before Blanton's.
Yeah.
So when Blanton's Gold, Blanton straight from the barrel, was sitting at that 103 to 118. So 103.99 was the gold.
You know what's a problem when you got like random fruit flies that appear for no reason because the juice is that sweet.
And the Blanton straight from the barrel was 117.99. That's where they were. 12 year was 250. The 12 year Weller was 250 at that same time. Now, just for context of like where we're getting at, for hype. It was hype before things became hype.
Yeah.
To me, this is worth the price. Contextually.
Yeah, because
Contextually.
this is the thing, right? Like, it depends on how you look at it.
So, to me, I would drink this over Old Rip 10. I think this is a better product than Old Rip 10. I think this is a better product
Yeah, okay.
than we call Lot B.
Yeah,
a
no.
10
Oh,
and a
Lot B's
12.
dog shit.
I prefer Lot B over the 10.
I'm not a fan of Lot
I
B.
prefer the 20 over the 15.
I love the 10. 10's fuckable. 15's the go.
So,
I'm gonna fight you, motherfucker.
for me,
Yeah.
in my lineup,
Yeah.
20 is my favourite.
Yeah.
It goes 20, Lot B, 15, 23, 10.
Where does
10 is my least favourite.
Where does 15 sit? For ABV wise.
Same as this, 107. So 10 and 15 are 107s. 12 and 20 are the same ABV. And then 23 is its own.
Alright, laid up like that, I can kind of come around to that. It's like this is the cheapest 15 you'll see, right? Like it's obviously not 15, but you've got a similar profile.
Same profile. And, as we were saying, this is said, so Well 107 is a minimum 6 year. Ray has put it as a 7 to 9 year. He hasn't told us what it is. The fact that he's reached all the way up to 9 year leads us to believe that it's probably closer to a 9 year.
Yeah, I want to say it's high 8.5, maybe. I want to say anywhere between. Daddy Ray's gonna fucking hate me for this. It's like 8 years 6 months, all the way to 8 years 9 months.
Yeah.
I want to say it's like in that 3 month gap. I
And
could probably tighten it up a little bit more, but
when you put it like that, that puts that a year and a quarter underneath Rip 10.
yep,
Rip 10 retail
yeah,
in Australia sits 3 to 4 times that.
yeah.
Not to you take it to auctions and you look at the auction pricing from previous months, worse.
Yeah, so it's like now this becomes a steal.
Because this is sweeter and to me has a better oak presence.
Give me,
Yeah, the rain's coming down hard. And that the 479 is hard. 4 or 5 years ago, when you could pick up Old Rip 10 for $300, I'd buy Old Rip 10 for $300 over that. But that was 4 or 5 years ago. At the moment,
I don't know if there's bourbon pricing.
Old Rip is $1,200 to $1,500.
Yeah, it's hard. So,
And this leads into a whole conversation as to where we were hoping to get to this after we've gone through that.
yeah, and it's so interesting for And it's good. And like now you've laid it up like that, and like there's actual context behind it, right? Like, I'm like, I'd probably drink this over the Old Rip 10 because like it's cheaper.
It's cheaper.
And we're only a year younger, essentially. Like, according to Daddy Ray and everything he hasn't given us, like, just even if he said, like, it's that 9, even if it's fucking B's dick off 9,
Yep.
we're only a year younger. It's like, is it worth double the price? It's like, Old Rip 10 can suck a dick. I'll buy this.
Old Rip 10 is 2.5 times the price of that.
Because it's fucking cooked.
And to me, that's a better product.
And
we had on the lineup for the night, we had Old Rip 10 from last year against that, plus the foolproof. I picked this, the foolproof, then Old Rip 10.
Yeah, the foolproof non-single barrels meant to be like goat.
And let's hope we get a foolproof single barrel pick.
Let's
Ray, Daddy Ray,
sort us out.
Uncle Brock.
It's Uncle Brock now, right?
Big Daddy Ray and Uncle Brock.
Uncle Brock, yeah.
Come on, pull some strings.
Some fucking strings.
Adam, if you're watching.
Adam? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll flick this to Adam.
Let it happen.
Okay, so like now the caveats there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this has been a lot of chat around this because everyone saw that 479. Pour some more. Enjoy. This is
like I'm going to because I fucking love it.
And this is bourbon that is meant to be enjoyed with friends. So like that's why you've gone through half a fucking bottle in such a short amount of time.
I also took it to Oak Barrel.
Dumb. Yeah. Now, we did a little bit of research. We did our own...
We got our facts. We got the receipts. We took the receipts.
Investigative journalism right here. So, Daddy Ray... This is not Daddy Ray's first pick, right? Barrel and Batch has done a few picks before, and then obviously Webster's has done their own pick. Now, Webster's being the old bar that Daddy Ray used to work at, no longer there. Sad reaction. He's done
not just work at. He was a major part of what made Webster's.
He turned up.
What made Webster's become so popular?
No, he turned up one Wednesday a month just to do a cheeky whiskey tasting. That was it. I didn't see him there any other time.
He's the reason there was the middle floor. He was the reason there was an actual whiskey bar in Newtown.
Fucking power player, and we're here for that.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're gonna get caught up on talking about how much of a big dog he is.
We've got 7 minutes to smash through this.
Okay, so he's done a couple of picks, obviously covered that. The one that was most comparable was Eagle Rare. Now, straight out of the US, Eagle Rare barrel cost from the latest price projections for 2023 is $5,400 US pre-tax. Now, for ER2, our bottle yield that we ended up with was 252, and cost per bottle was $21.43 US. So our price in Australia we paid by the bottle is 150, and then US dollars was 30 if you're gonna buy it like retail.
So the recommended retail in the US, if you bought the barrel, was 30 USD. So that means in the US you're getting $8 of profit.
Yeah.
From that, but that doesn't include marketing. That doesn't include shipping.
Yeah.
On top.
And
that's all pre-tax. That's all pre-tax.
Yeah, it doesn't include tax. So coming into the Weller 107. So it is 9,600 a barrel. Now, your average, do we have the average bottle yield from that?
Ray was expecting 2 to 220. So 200 to 220.
We actually have the yield. Let me have a look. So off the antique 107.
192.
192 is what the average yield is. We got cucked and we ended up with 144.
144 bottles.
So I'm not going to hit that
not
price per bottle, but you're looking at about $50. Like as you said, retail. We paid $4.79, but if you look at our cost per bottle in the US pre-tax is $66. So we're paying $16.67 over on the bottle. So like $16 higher, we're obviously
almost. So just for simple maths, $17. We're rounding up. Yes, we're rounding up 32 cents, 33 cents.
Yeah.
But we're rounding up, so $17 more is what the cost was for Ray. And 50 is the recommended retail, which is meant to include overheads.
Which is fucked. So we're getting fucked from the get-go. And then Australia wants to come in and we're paying $42 for duties and excise. So excise is $37 on the bottle. We did the math, and duty is $4.60. So cheeky 40-cent write-off, whatever. We're at $41, right?
Yep.
On top of every bottle, before shipping, before like Ray's able to turn the fucking lights on.
No, because we're not even at Ray yet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're not even at Ray yet. We're not even at Ray yet.
Sorry, we keep saying Ray. We're not even at barrel and batch yet.
Yeah, sorry. Ray's the fucking driving force.
To me, Ray is barrel and batch. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Simon, but Ray's barrel and batch.
That's fair.
Okay, we've got 4 minutes. So we're not even there yet. So that's at Southtrade.
Yeah.
That's at Southtrade. Southtrade will have to add their 15 to 25% overheads because they need to make money.
Absolutely.
Yes, Southtrade is owned by Sazerac. Sazerac owns Big T. Sorry, Weller?
Yeah. Oh, Buffalo Trace Distillery.
Yeah, Buffalo Trace Distillery.
It's fine.
Yes, they're all owned by
BTB.
the same company, but they operate individually.
Separately, absolutely.
So Southtrade have to make their own profit, which is going to fall in that 15 to 25%.
Yeah.
So add that on top. Then Ray has to pay them. Then Ray has to add his own 15 to 25% overheads on top of that. Now the cost is starting to make sense. Because when we look at this at $150 per bottle, this was half the price for a barrel.
An extra 110 bottles on
And
top.
extra 110 bottles on top. This makes sense to cost as much as it did.
Yeah, like...
When you compare this to this, the price makes sense.
And we're not even talking about proof yet.
No, we're not even bringing in the additional cost for proof.
Yeah.
We're looking at this costing a barrel costing half as much and having more bottles.
Yeah. That's...
It's just a basic layout like that.
Which makes absolute sense. So I can understand, like when I was looking at it, for me, like just purely numbers, I'm like, why can Last Call? So Last Call is the only person in Australia that has...
Currently has
bottles available of the standard Weller 107 that isn't a pick, it's just
basically
boring old 6-year-old fuck your uncle, can't get it out the door.
107, minimum 6 years. Could be more, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's going to be minimum 6 years.
At $350, it's like, why can they get it at $350? It's a $60 US bottle
Minimum.
if you're going to import it out of wherever, and you're obviously shipping it to Australia, paying all the taxes, doing everything else. $350 kind of fits. Ray coming in at $479 looks high, and people
looks
are
high.
fucked off, and they're like, why are we paying so much for it? It's like, well, it's not a grey import, and like we've never pushed ourselves to align with certain brands, right? Like we've said some pretty fucking cook shit here.
Dumb stuff. Like, I'll shit on Benchmark every day the fucking week. It's a bad product. Benchmark's a bad product. Sorry.
37% Benchmark's a bad product.
I don't care. It's Benchmark. Fuck Benchmark.
It's not even the benchmark for Benchmark.
No, it's
It's
not.
underneath the benchmark for
Benchmark's minimum is 40. In Australia, we get 37. Or is it 37.5? No, it's 37.
No, 37.
It's
It's not under benchmark.
BT 40%. Fuck off. It's disgusting. I do not like regular BT in Australia. And look, to be honest, sorry Southtrade, don't like you.
While we're here, fuck it.
While we're here, I'm just proving I don't have an alliance.
Yeah, do you know what? If you're gonna burn bridges, fucking why not?
But like, they've got a great portfolio. They have great products. I will buy them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't like the cost of them.
And this is the problem. I think it would have been a lot more palatable if they didn't whack their margin on top. Like,
But they're a business. They have to. They're going to have to put that 15
This is the
25.
hard.
Yes.
This is the hard sell for them, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, all right, we now, but what the end consumer sees is a Weller 107 at short of $500. Who's going to fucking buy that? Because majority of the people have Google on their phone.
However, before last call liquor at $350,
It didn't exist.
every other grey parallel importer was charging between $400 and $500 for a bottle.
Yeah.
Before last call, every single one was charging in that space, that $100 space. Fucked pricing, but that's because they're buying retail, shipping,
Yeah.
adding on their 15 to 25% on top, and that's it.
Are we hearing another Weller gate? or a Wellergate.
Wellergate.
They're stealing cases of Weller and just shipping it to Last Call.
If anything, it just shows that Last Call's buying from a control state.
Yeah.
Which means they are paying what should be a $50 to $60 bottle and getting it across.
Well, they're dodging, yeah. Because it's like they're
or
losing
they're just
40%.
Buying from a low tax state.
Either way, yeah. I think we're well rounded on this conversation. It's definitely up to you guys. Like, we bought our bottles, so Ray's got our money.
Yeah,
it's not
Ray's taking our money. Yes, we helped pick it. Yes, we helped pick what I think was clearly the best out of the three.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was a more interesting one.
Yeah,
but this was the best.
I think
definitely more interesting.
See, it's hard because this has definitely changed, obviously. And
this is more oaky than what it was back then.
It
was
probably
sweeter when we tried
And this is the thing. We got a lot more time on it because obviously by the time you've got to send your information back, it's like 2 minutes by email, but they're like, walk around the warehouse. Where the fuck do we go with this?
They've got to ship it across.
Yeah.
They've got 2 weeks turnaround to pick it. It's got to go back. It then goes through the process. And from when we tried it to when it was shipped to us, there's a 6-month period.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And it's a 9-month period until it lands in our hands.
Yeah, correct.
So I think we're well rounded on this, and we're just about to roll into the 32-minute mark. I'm happy there. We're very tactical now. I know where you were at.
Yeah.
I'm definitely everything on the table. I wouldn't buy another because I've already got 2, but I'm definitely gonna sip and savor this. So it was a buy for me.
Yeah.
With all the information, it's now a buy again because I'm not gonna pay twice for the Rip 10 because Rip 10 doesn't do it for me. I'm more of a 15 guy.
Yeah.
But this fuckable.
I think this is better than the Rip 10.
Yeah.
And the Rip 10's 2.5 times price.
Yeah.
Or 2 to 2.5 times price.
I feel like that's covered well. I feel like there's no real.
The only thing that I was going to bring up that hasn't been brought up is the recent pick from Whiskey Hunt and Barrel Batch, the Willet pick at 7 years.
Yeah.
That came out in at 400. No one batted an eye.
Which is interesting, right?
Because that's 1, a rye, which is harder to sell.
Yeah.
And 2, technically a younger age.
Yeah.
Because this is a 7 to 9 because Ray won't say.
Well, actually, the 8-year Willet was 400.
Yeah.
The 8-year bourbon Willet was $400.
And
I was
420.
420. Well, then how are we not? We're just paying more for higher age statements, right? But there's no age statement attached to this. That's where the hard sell is.
That is where the hard sell is.
Because it's like Daddy Ray's trying to get it across the line. He's like, oh, not an age statement. It's like people look at it and they go, it could be 2 years old. Like, we know. Everyone knows. Google knows.
People who look into it know that it's at least 6 years. People who read Ray's site know that it's at least between 7 and 9.
Yeah.
If you do the math,
but I'm not gonna pay $500 for a fucking 6-year-old bourbon. Eat a dick.
Agree. And going in blind, I can understand why people won't want to approach it that.
Yeah.
And going in blind to the reason I was going to use the Willet is going into blind to the Willet, I was unsure. But I still took the 399 because I'm a massive Willet Rye fanboy. And I'm on my second bottle of that because I went back and bought a second because I thought it was worth the price. At $400, it is I'm a massive Handy fan. I'm a massive THH. I love THH. I love THH.
Oh, THH, right.
But the Willet pick's better. The Willet pick is better.
I just think this is fucking stellar.
And this is stellar.
It is. Literally, stellar pick.
It's a stellar pick. It is a stellar pick.
I don't think there's a better way to cover it.
There's not a better way to cover it. It's like a stellar pick.
Stellar pick is...
And we'll end it there.
And we're going to fucking end it there.
We went way over.
No, do you know what? 30, I'll edit it out. I won't send it to my editor. I'll do this. I'll send all the love in there. Because it's like the best way to do it, right?
Yep.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully this was informative for you guys, especially if you were on the fence. I'm going to knock it out in the next few days. Cancel all my plans and hopefully no one dies so I don't have to go to any fucking funerals. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you to obviously Southtrade for making it happen. Daddy Ray for fucking pressuring Southtrade like a
madman.
Yeah, I was going to say hemorrhoid, but sure. Because I feel like...
Thank you to Simon for being there, I guess.
Turning up.
Putting his name on the company, I guess.
He's probably funded the whole thing.
Thank you to Adam, because Adam's the... behind the scenes. Thank you to G, because G's a mad lad.
And thank you to everyone that like actually turned up on the day to pick the fucking bottle
Yeah, correct.
because it's.
And thank you to Vanel for not being there to help ruin it.
So for that, we're grateful. Del would have cleaned up both bottles at this point. He would have drank them both. So, and we're at 5:30.
We're out. Done. This is Jeremy, Whiskefy, Jez. Thank you.
Gloucester Lane.
I'm Yak. Fuck you.
Peace.